Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He the reason you see me.
And I'm driving a fucking base model Chevy motherfucking Spark. Roll your windows up, bitch. So what are you talking about? What are you talking about? I live in a one-bedroom apartment.
Yeah.
Don't tell me shit, and I'm happier than a motherfucker with a mansion. Don't tell me shit.
I want to be the motherfucker with the mansion.
No.
Why? How many rooms do you need?
Dude, I want to be as big as Kevin Hart.
But you are that dude. My thing is,
in terms of talent and ability.
Right, but
my pockets don't show that.
But
I think you can be rich and right.
No.
Is it a harder path? Dave Chappelle is rich and right.
But that's
says
Dave
whatever
Chappelle.
he
Actually,
But Dave Chappelle doesn't have the same circumstances. So when you tell me, hey, he's f***ing other women, hey, he doesn't have a great relationship with his kids, then come to me, then step to me.
Hold on for a second.
But you are, no.
Okay.
You're telling me you have an opportunity to be wealthy first here and then see it on the outside. You're trying to get it both at the same time. You're never going to be rich out there. You know why, motherfucker?
Because you ain't rich here.
No, right, because you're bankrupt. Brother,
You're
I
spiritually
love
bankrupt.
you. You are bankrupt. You don't have to be. I know you. You're a good man. Continue being a good man. I know you, Aries, so don't f with me, because right now I'm serious
All right,
and I'm a
don't get
little
emotional.
pissed off.
Listen.
Don't go for the outside shit. It won't make you happy. You can be a good father right now.
The things that
you can be a good man to your wife right now.
Wow, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe to the channel. I think this here was a great episode, a great interview, man. Mad TV's, a lot of the people that was on there are on this interview, man. This was a dope setting. I think Debra was definitely a little bit passionate about what her circumstances and where she's at now in life. And I think Aries was too. And I'm gonna be one to go on and say that both of them was right. You can aspire to have the mansions. You can aspire to have the finer things in life. And you can also, like Debra, decide to say, you know what? I'm happy because of who I am from the inside out. I think both of them can happen and people can be happy. I do want to, Aries is a dope dude. I consider him a friend. He's been on my show. But I can say that, if you're aspiring to be that because that's what you want to be, then there's nothing wrong with it. You're doing it for yourself. You're doing it for your family. You want to change generational wealth. That's fine. Also, if you want to just say, hey, man, I'm good with who I am. I drive this type of car, whether it's an old car or a new car, you can be happy doing that as well. You don't have to do what everybody aspires for you to do, or because people are looking at you, you need to do it this way. I think Debra Wilson got a little bit, she actually calls Aries Spears bankrupt. Now, whether she was literally saying he was bankrupt or he was bankrupt internally like the host was saying, I don't know. But whatever the case may be, whether he's bankrupt or whether he's not bankrupt or whether that's a part of life. So Debra's got a lot, like she's been waiting to say a lot here. And like I said, Debra is one of the ones that, I used to watch when she was on Mad TV. I'm a big fan of Aries Spears. That's why I brought him on my show. And I also, me and him spoke again. I think we're going to end up doing another interview here pretty soon. But this guy is dope. He's talented. And I know he sees the people who came up with him, like the Kevin Harts and like all of the guys that he respect. And of course, he's just as talented as anybody you ever run into when it comes to his comedy, the way he deliver. I gotta agree. I've been to his show. He invited me out. And I was like, dang man, this dude has a lot of great things that he do in comedy when it comes down to who he is, his impersonations. I just put some out yesterday about his impersonation. He's just a live dude, and I think he'll be whatever he needs to be. Should he be okay on the inside? Of course. We all want to be all right on the inside, but we also want to be all right on the outside as well. That's why I said I don't have a problem with either way you decide to do it, as long as you're happy. Long as you're happy. Now, for her to, Debra Wilson call him bankrupt, and her energy is on high. Her energy is not low. She is not trying to hear it. So when you look at what she's doing and how she's reacting to all the things that is going on in this podcast, it's a known situation that she's not trying to hear it, but she get caught up. But the thing you got to key in on, man, is her emotions, her energy, and why does she feel this emotional about this? This is something that she's really, now she's friends with Aries Spears, and that's why she definitely got respect for Aries. I'm not saying that, but to have a conversation about one's level of living, what they're on, is this something where you should put your heart all the way into it like this, care this much about it to where it affects you mentally or emotionally, to where you lose composure to your character of who you are, and you start to just come unwound about it? I don't know if it's worth all that. You done gave yourself a heart attack or something with all of that, build up emotion. Women are so emotional, and I think she was really upset. She, when you think about Aries Spears, he was just being Aries. Aries is hilarious. That's why I trip off him. He just do what he do. Do we agree on everything? No. But at the end of the day, I know his composure, and I know he just was holding his own and keeping his composure. That's one thing I can say that I've seen in that. You got to understand, man, sometimes people, they get caught up so much, and it's a thing where they can't control their emotions. And Aries, like I said, the one thing I can say about him, when I met this guy, his comedy is on point. Yeah, he got some things he say that I don't agree with, but his delivery is on time. He's very articulate with what he's doing. He keeps, like, he's composed. He don't lose control very easily. He knows his place. He knows his craft. And not saying she don't, but it just made, for me, I love the passion. She loved the dude. She's a friend of the dude. So she's telling him, hey man, you can do it. You can do it. Now, how he does with his family or who he is with his family, I have no idea. I don't go that deep into people's business unless they put it out there. Seemed like she knew a little bit more about his business because she's his friend, enough to say you can be a good father, as if to lead on that he wasn't a good father. You can be a good husband. These are things that I've really never got into his personal life space or whatever. But I mean, when I deal with him, he seems like he's happy in his element. But again, he talks highly of the other people that's his peers, and you can't blame him for that. You're in the rooms with these people. You're around these people. If Kevin Hart, Dave Chappelle, all these guys got mansions, of course, Aries Spears is gonna want a mansion too. He wanna aspire to do better, is what he's saying. He got a dope podcast. He got things going on himself. When I see him, his shows are packed out. People are showing up. I don't know what he's been doing. I don't really know, but I do know what Aries been doing. He's been working. So, and there's nothing wrong with, like I said, doing it either way. So I have to, I just want to talk about it because I'm a big Mad TV fan. Like I said, that's the reason I rock with Aries. That's why I brought him on the show. That's why I looked, that's my peers. I always watched that. I always thought it was a comparison to SNL too, but I told him that when he was on the show. But the thing I really wanted to do was just show that, man, you can be friends, you can get into situations, heated discussions, and go back to being friends after it's over. It ain't an end all when you see two friends carrying on like this. It just happened to be on the camera, and you could tell she got heated because she said, hold up. She was just basically, no, I'm gonna get this off. I've been trying to wait to get this off, and I'm getting it off today, man. But like I said, I think it's good to see them anyway on social media. I like to see interviews and stuff with people who shaped our history, so black media can be spent in a way to where we can see some of our people, our legends that helped us to laugh along the way. So that was dope to see this, man. Just wanted to say kudos to those guys. Shout out to Aries Spears, man. I just was thinking about it. Like I said, man, I wanted to do a reaction interview to it, or just a review of it on Boss Talk 101 Reviews, man. Love what you guys got going, man. And listen, man. Keep on dropping these great podcasts, interviews, all the stuff. But all the elder spokesmen, Y'all keep doing your thing, man. Get in the comments, guys. Let me know. Do you think she went too far? Do you think Aries Spears, was in his right element? Do you feel like Aries Spears is bankrupt, like she's saying, or what? Let's get to it, man. Boss Talk 101 review.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He the reason you see me.